I'm Archana Solanki and you're watching CNBC TV18 Newsreel. Let's get started with our cover story. But before that, here's a gentle reminder to like and share this video if you like our work, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. The cover story: social media is driving teen mental health crisis. These are the words of US Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, who has issued a warning that social media use is the main contributor to depression, anxiety and other problems in teenagers. Amid the worst youth mental crisis in recent memory, Murthy has issued an advisory warning about social media's impact on developing young brains. He said there isn't enough evidence that social media is safe for kids. The Surgeon General's report also blamed social media for perpetuating eating disorders and low self-esteem. Some evidence also suggests a possible link between excessive social media use and attention deficit disorder. The advisory calls on policymakers and technology companies to take steps to minimize the risks of social media. The report encourages caregivers to create tech-free zones in the homes and to talk with kids about how social media use makes them feel. Another big headline: India has made it mandatory for cough syrup manufacturers to get samples tested and cleared by a government-certified laboratory from 1st of June before being allowed to be sent overseas. The decision to implement quality checks before export was introduced after India-made syrups were linked to dozens of deaths in Gambia and Uzbekistan last year. India's pharmaceutical industry, last year valued at $41 billion, experienced a significant setback when cough syrups produced by two companies located near New Delhi were implicated in the deaths of approximately 70 children in Gambia and 18 in Uzbekistan. In fiscal year 2022-23, India exported cough syrups amounting to $17.6 billion, an increase from $17 billion in 2021-2022. Let's talk about the stock market. The spotlight was on Adani Group stocks that ended in the green for the third straight day. The group's overall market cap crossed 11 lakh crore rupees. That's not all. Adani Ports recouped all stock losses that it had incurred since the Hindenburg report was published. Meanwhile, according to Bloomberg's Rajiv Jain, GQG Partners has upped its stake in the Adani Group by about 10%. Jain is also likely to participate in the conglomerate's future fundraising. Let me give you an update on US debt talks. If a decision is not reached before 1st of June, the world's largest economy could sink. The latest is that US President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy met but could not reach an agreement on how to raise the US government's debt ceiling. The debt ceiling, in simple words, is a spending limit set by Congress which determines how much money the government can borrow to pay its bills. The current ceiling is about $31.4 trillion. That limit has already been exhausted. Now, experts say that if the US fails to pay its bills in full and on time, it may have serious economic repercussions like recession, job loss, delayed payments of federal benefits like Social Security, higher borrowing costs, and a plunging stock market. It was day one of Reserve Bank's 130-day window to exchange or deposit 2,000 rupee notes. Banks across the country allowed people to exchange up to 10 2,000 rupee notes till 30th of September. According to RBI's announcement, no exchange fee will be levied for this process. Meanwhile, the Delhi High Court has reserved orders on the PIL challenging the RBI and State Bank of India's notifications for withdrawal of 2,000 rupee notes. The petitioner challenged the notification for permitting exchange of currency without any ID proof. The plea also called the decision arbitrary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Australian counterpart addressed members of the Indian diaspora in Sydney today. The gathering witnessed thousands of Indians sloganeering as they welcomed both the leaders of India and Australia. The event was aimed as a special gathering to celebrate the presence of a diverse Indian diaspora in Australia. This comes as part of Prime Minister Modi's three-day visit to the country for elevating trade and economic ties in the region. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal met Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to seek support against Centre's ordinance on the control of services in Delhi. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, Raghav Chadha and other Aam Aadmi Party leaders were also present in the meeting. The Aam Aadmi Party is trying to drum up opposition support over the government's fight against the centre. Earlier, Kejriwal met Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar as well. Parts of north and central India have been reeling under scorching heat for the past several days. As per the IMD, this is set to end as the intense heat wave is expected to subside. Temperature is likely to come down in the coming days. Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, Jharkhand and Himachal Pradesh are likely to get some relief in the form of rainfall. Even parts of east, northeast are also going to have some rainfall. All right, it's once again girl power in the Civil Services Examination 2022, with girls bagging the first 4 ranks, with Ishita Kishore securing All India rank, followed by Garima Lohia, Uma Harathi and Smriti Mishra. A total of 933 students have been shortlisted. Ishita Kishore, a graduate in economics, earned her degree from Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University. Talking of toppers, in a major career milestone, Neeraj Chopra, India's 25-year-old Tokyo Olympics gold medalist, has attained the #1 spot with a total of 1,455 points, surpassing the reigning world champion from Grenada, Anderson Peters, who held the second position with 1,433 points as per the latest men's javelin throw rankings issued by the World Athletics body. The Supreme Court has been bitten by the AI bug. The top court has invited bids for design, development and implementation of artificial intelligence-based solutions, including tools for transcribing orders and court proceedings. With the ever-increasing caseload, the Supreme Court witnessed a staggering 28,651 cases being filed in 2022 alone. The court managed to resolve 29,109 cases within the same period. However, with the introduction of AI tools, the court aims to further enhance its ability to manage the workload efficiently. Bengaluru-based EV startup Simple Energy has launched its first electric scooter in the Indian market. First showcased in August 2021, the much-awaited Simple One e-scooter is priced at 1 lakh rupees. The startup plans to extend operations to over 75 cities in the next 3 to 7 months to make it more cheap and accessible to people. According to reports, entertainment giant Disney is expected to have a third wave of layoffs this week, around 2,500 of them. No clarity on which departments would be impacted. With this, the third round of layoffs, the total number of employees laid off would likely surpass 6,500, nearing closer to the announced 7,000 layoffs. All right, let me tell you about Italy's pasta crisis. The price of Italy's beloved staple is soaring. Pasta prices rose 17.5% in March and 16.5% in April, according to Italy's Ministry of Business. The jump is double that of country's inflation. According to a 2022 survey by the International Pasta Organization, an average Italian consumes almost 23 kg worth of pasta per year. The elevated retail prices are owed to the fact that producers are now selling their pasta stocks, which were made when the raw material costs were higher. Experts also say that the supply side issues have been arising due to the Russia-Ukraine conflict, triggering inflation in raw materials. All right, let's talk about veteran Sherpa guide Kami Rita. The unstoppable guide broke his own record for the title of most climbs of the world's highest peak, the Mount Everest. Now, less than a week after setting it, for the 28th time, the guide reached the 8,849-meter summit. A day after fellow Sherpa guide Pasang Dawa matched his record of 27 trips. The race for the title, however, continues. All right, this is our moment of the day. Highway drivers travelling from Delhi to Ambala were in for a surprise last night when they spotted Congress leader Rahul Gandhi in a truck driving past them. He met truck drivers to know about their problems and to listen to their Mann Ki Baat. We leave you with these visuals. Thank you for watching.